pistol, but we'll see if it works out for him here. As we get into it, Faze on the T side here. One smoke available, that will be it. Where's that going to be deployed? I think it looks like it's towards CT spawn potentially. And in it goes, and they'll just fully commit towards the A side.
Yeah, that smoke used on the cross. Rob's able to go ahead and take a bit of aggression, but he will be traded. It's the 3-on-3. Olaf trying to buy them time. Oscar tapping away, takes himself one. Chris J entries in with one of his own, and it's all left onto Guardian. That Deagle does not pan out. That's mousesports to find themselves the pistol. And that time, Chris J, I think his USP was actually unsilenced. So there we go.
Okay. Well, are we sure about that?
Well, it was making the unsilenced. No, there we go.
You're correct.
He's trying to double fake us.
See, yeah. So I did say every now and then you will see it. There's no real reason for it. I think it does like slightly more damage, but it's not really worth it. The USP does that one tap anyway. It doesn't really need that, but sometimes you feel a little bit more comfortable, you know? But still, here we go, round number 2. It will be Deagles coming out, and we'll see whether Faze can do anything with this. They did not get the bomb down in the previous after getting the opening frag, but it's going to be mousesports with 4 rifles, 5 if you want to include that scout as well. That's going to be in the hands of Oscar. Somebody, Chris J takes the scout. He's very, very good at that weapon. But for now, 5 on 4, and no nades to work with really here.
Sunny actually just tried his luck there up towards top mid. Took a dig to the chest, and that sent him falling back. Now, the rest of Faze, they've changed their sights. They're going to be making their way through T-spawn out towards a no time to slow down as they go charging on up through ramp. Go a bit slow now that they've arrived at Tetris. Haven't spotted anyone in the site. Man in CT, also Rops over in jungle. Peeks out, spotted by Carrigan. Damage being done, going to be enough to keep him at bay, and that gets the bomb across. Oscar now. He's going to fall as well, and actually they lose Rops, so now this round gets interesting. That scout juggled onto Olaf. He's able to paint these guys up with damage, allow the Deags to wreak havoc, and there we go to Chris J. That had the same impact as an AWP. He was already tagged low. The peek comes in from Stiko. The trade is there. Oh, but Guardian with the Deag turns this on its head. It's all on Sunny, 1v3, as Guardian finally shows us why he buys that Deagle. Sunny smokes the bomb, and Carrigan, with a crisp headshot, finishes things off.
They're so disgusting with the pistols, are they not? That's why Faze is so good to watch. So much talent available in this 5-man lineup. The Deagles are starting up the scoreboard left, right, and center. Look at that from Guardian. Takes off the head of Sticko there, and the round goes in favor of Faze. There will be a force by return, though, from mousesports. The scout's coming out. Like I said, Chris J will be picking up the lesser sniper rifle this time. He has been, at times, been called the world's best scout player, but it's been a while since those days, about 2 or 3 years ago when it was OP as hell. But we'll get into this one. Terror side with 4 AKs, one of the fallen Famuses. That's in the hands of Guardian. They'll go towards middle, very fast approach, I have to say. Getting up towards short and the connector, but Sunny's waiting for them, but a quick refrag comes in from Olaf Meister.
That's going to be the 4-on-4. Olaf falls back, grabs himself the bomb over in apartments. Guardian looking to try and push up through short along with the rest of the gang. It's Stiko causing these guys some problems. Takes one. Trade comes in from Carrigan. They managed to get the 3-on-3. Chris J, he's not going to get anything done. He falls on the entry. Oscar trying to hold the cross. He has himself a P250. Will that be enough? It's not looking like it. Smokes rain in. Bomb plant going to come through for Faze, and now Mouse, they find themselves on the clock. 2v3. P250 and a 5-7. All they've got between them.
Yeah, this force fight didn't really work out too well for them. Luckily, though, Oscar doesn't join them on the CT side. He'll still have decent money going forward here, but Faze will take the lead on the T side. It's going to be 2-1 in their favor. A decent anti-eco approach there. Letting to find all the kills required. Carrigan might drop here, but he recovers with the AK spray. Oscar takes him down, and that's quite a difficult jump. He won't be able to go for it just yet. Upgrades to a Desert Eagle. Flashbang goes through. Could find one more kill here if he's a little bit lucky with the lineup, and hopefully someone walks into his crosshair, and it's Guardian that does. He won't find the 3rd frag that round, but he gets 2, and he pays off the debts for his P250 and gets an extra $300. So that's not too bad at all. He'll take that all day long. Has to be the eco here for mousesports, though. Mac 10 comes out for Guardian. We know he's the AWPer, and let's hope he can farm some money now and give him the AWP in that first gun round. Right now, he's got just under 2 grand, so if he gets 2 or 3 kills, that'd be great for him. And so, oh, okay, we've got a head armor from mousesports. They've actually gone all in, Harry. They're making the strange decisions with the money now. And Nico will get the first headshot. Why have they done this? There's no need. They've gone all in.
This is the second time we've seen it, Henry. It's madness. I mean, they're taking a as page out of Faze's strat book, albeit just opened it to the wrong page, is now they've gone for the force. It's not looking great, and as Stiko gets executed, they might come to regret this decision. In fact, I'm almost sure that they will. Sunny, Rops, and Chris J, all that remain, desperately trying to save. I mean, if they save, then they still can't do anything. So, yeah, not great. Oh.
Well, we do have a kill from Chris J there with the 5-7. It's going to be a guaranteed round now for FaZe, but they probably want to hold on to their armor at this point. They might be able to do something with the saved armor and the lost bonus accumulating, but this is how you find yourself in financial turmoil. As we'll find another board, around on the board, I should say, for FaZe. It's going to be Chris J saving a Mac 10. I guess that's something. Guardian unfortunately didn't find any frags there, but Chris J finds another kill, and that's with the 5-7 this time. So, in terms of that buy, they've got 4 players with like 2 grand. And they bring the AWP out. They're going for this once again. It's another force buy. This is just turning into a bit of a mess for them. Mac 10, Famises, AWP, Chris J 5-7, now M4. Almost no nades. They have 2 smokes and an incendiary, and they've I don't know what is going on tonight. What are these teams playing out with this money management? Who knows? As OJ Borger said, you have got to manage your economy. He's always said that, and he's right.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get more simple than that right now. Mouse there. They're keeping everyone guessing, keeping us on our toes with this buy. Already in this round phase, they made some progress up towards Apps. Nico and Rain, they're going to be holding both the avenues out of A. Keep mousesports at bay in these areas. Speaking of bay, Carrigan right now, sneaking in through T-spawn, looking to try and rejoin the rest of his team, while Guardian and Olaf make some noise. Over at the B-bomb site. Oscar's rotated into middle with that AWP. Sunny and Rops. You look at the weaponry they've got, they're fairly well equipped to try and deal with some aggression out towards the A-bomb site. 2 Famises between them. They've only got the 1 smoke left on Sunny, which does mean they can't deny this play for too long. Their utility's been bled dry over on the side of mousesports, and FaZe, they've still got an abundance across the board.
Yeah, they've got lots to work with here. They've bled the CTs dry. You can see 1 smoke remaining and 1 kit as well. Sticko's got a Mac 10, Famises. Oscar needs to go absolutely wild here. Can they hold off a full execution? I'm not so sure. Smokes will be deployed. What can they even do here? Couple of kills coming in. It's Guardian with the Mac 10 of all weapons to find both kills. And there's a low HP AWP as well. That nade might do it. It won't quite, but the flame surely going to reach him. He tucks himself in the corner as Sticko goes down. We still have 1 player there, I believe. We'll see whether he can do anything about it. Just Chris J now. Oscar does eventually get touched by the flames. And now Chris J, they know exactly where he is, towards jungle. 3-on-1 situation. And now he has got a kid in the smoke. And the M4, it's about as good as it gets, but down he goes. It's going to be another round on the board for FaZe, and I still just can't get my head around this situation. I know I'm banging on about it, but the money management tonight has been pretty awful for both teams. And mousesports looked so disciplined in the first map, and tonight, or on the second one, it's all gone out the window.
And they're doing it again, Henry. This time it kind of makes sense a bit more, but 2 of the players force buying down.
No, I don't think they can. I think they're okay. They got maximum loss bonus next round, right? So you get body armor, as long as you keep yourself at 2k, you're fine. You get $3,400.
So this time makes more sense. But this is beyond ridiculous now. 5th round in a row we've seen the force buys coming from mousesports, and this is what, 1 of 2 that makes sense. So 2 Deegs in play, P250s. The smoke for Chris J. And FaZe Clan right now, they're over in middle. They've got Nico watching for any aggression up in Palace. Carrigan and Rain locking down mid. Olaf Meister and Guardian wrapped back through T-spawn. Going to be holding off ramp before they look to do another A execute here. Chris J, Sunny and Oscar, along with Robs, they're the 4 that reside inside the A-bomb site. So FaZe will be walking into a stack here.
Well, it might be walking to a stack, but against a full execution, it should be absolutely fine. Nico with that first frag, Molotov's dropped in as well. Oscar might get 1. They're going to kill each other, but still, they're going to have the advantage and the A-bomb side as well. The CTs be rotating in. It's an open plant, Carrigan. That's brave, but I guess he's got players covering from the actual Palace position itself. 4-on-3 round guaranteed pretty much now for FaZe, and they'll find themselves a 5-1. There's consolation frags available for the CTs that are coming from CT spawn, trying to do all they can, but At this point, it'd be a bit of a blunder for Faze. He'd really give away anything. There's one kill, but so far so good for Faze.
Sunny's the last man left, peeking out from stairs. He has himself the Deeg, but that will be it. Down beneath him, Carrigan lurks. And that's the last shot fired. Sunny goes down, Faze. They go 5-1. mousesports, they finally get their first rifle round up. First full buy, at least. 7 rounds into the game.
Well, it's a double orb setup. It's pretty decent, I have to say. And we'll see whether they can step up here. It's going to be round number 7, you're right. The first full buy finally coming through. And there it is, working out as well. That's what we wanted to see, the double orb setup. Finding frags, and there it is, coming to life in full force now. 2 kills, 5 on 3 in favor of mousesports. Carrigan picks up the orb, rolling back the years when he's in Australis. He was the secondary orb, that's when they had that available. And he was a mirage specialist. He's actually the main orb on this map when he was in that team. So, we'll see if we can do anything with this. Not done just yet. You've got Nico and Rain alive, 2 of the hardest hitting players in Europe right now. And maybe they can recover this situation. Yeah,
this is the 3-man core of Faze left standing. The 2 newest additions were the first to go. And it's those double orbs that have been the bane of the existence here for Faze. Flashing out mid, Nico. He's been afforded the cross. Sunny holds passively from window, waiting to see if a player self-boosts up. Oscar down in CT, that flash comes out, but the angle wasn't peaked by Rain, doesn't get the information that there is a man there. Molotov to CT, gonna miss its mark. Oscar can still peek freely into this, does take some damage, gonna have to peek it close. Down into the fire and flames, it is gonna be Rain on the entry, gets himself 1. Looks to make it a little bit more, but Oscar quick on the return. Nico steps up. In it from Connector, drops Stico, Oscar on his heels, gets the trade. And Carrigan, all that remains, 1v3, 25 seconds left, AWP in hand. He's going to have to do more than roll back the ears as he charges in towards B.
He'll have to do more than that. He'll have to find all sorts of form here. It was never a real crazy frag with the AWP, but Chris J, he was back in the day, and he finds his 2nd kill of the round. All 5 kills going in favor of the AWPers there. Here's the opening interactions, I believe. Oh no, all the closing ones. There's the crochet frag. And it was towards middle, I think, Oscar got those first few kills. But here it is. Replays are plenty, and we go to round number 8. Like he said, the first force buy, or actually full buy, coming in from mousesports. Not a force buy, they've done plenty of those. Working out, and the AWPs singing as they manage to find all the kills.
Oscar's going to be holding mid with that AWP. Forced back, starts to peek out. The Molotov keeps him away, and Rain's just up through Connector like a speed demon at this point. Well and truly in the back line, and they're not ready for this whatsoever. Oscar does manage to try and get 1 in return. Sunny rushes the smoke on short, tries to force the issue, but Rain once again going to prevail past the sun. Man advantage up for Faze. The AWP and M4 combo left in this retake, both in CT, but Oscar has a sneaky feeling the Guardian's there, spots the barrel. And now we're back into the 2-on-2. Brute forcing their way into the site somehow. They've got it smoked off the bomb. They could try and stick the defuse. Rain and Nico with the crossfire to try and deny it. Rain doing damage, Nico doing more, as he does manage to drop Oscar from this round. Rain finishes, and there we go. Faze in with their 6th.
And that's a full reset as well, Harry. Sure, they won the previous round, but 3 players survived. They had to buy up another AWP, and you can see the money right now. It's not looking good. I think we have a pause coming through. The scoreline is 6-2 in favor of Faze, but it's a huge clutch there for the Faze side to win. Through the smokes as well. Like you said, I thought that full defuse was coming through, but the crossfire, raining bullets down on the bomb site. They can't even get near it before their heads get blown off, and it will be Faze technical pause I've just heard as well. I thought it might be mousesports deciding what to do with this financial situation, but I guess the only objective really is to maybe eco and then try and find some frags. A partial buy can come through, as I can see some body armor purchased by Sunny, but we'll have a look at the scoreboard while we're here as well.
You say it's going to be a partial buy.
Yeah.
But then Sunny buys up the M4 behind it, and then it makes you start reconsidering for mousesports. They might try and do it again, Henry.
We'll see. I would say don't do it right now. They've got 3K on like 2 players they can buy up next round. So Sunny's bought the only M4. The M4s comes through. They are going to do it. Some very interesting decisions this evening with the money, but maybe they've got something up their sleeves. There's going to be 3 UMPs, a 5.7, an M4. Sure, the money next round wouldn't have been great either, but it wasn't a double eco scenario. The fact they can get head armor and UMPs and some nades suggests they would have been fine next round if they lost the previous. So Towards underpass we go. Olofmeister, I'm afraid. You have to get up earlier in the morning than that to catch him out. It's going to be the first frag in their favour, but Sunny, with that M4, does find a couple, but that's all he'll get. Now a 3-on-3 situation again, which heavily favours the T-side, all things considered, seeing they've got UMPs, but Chris J, I think he's found an AWP. This is turning into a bit of a mess. Everyone's a little bit disjointed and removed from each other. Faze are hardly looking that confident, and this force buy could be working out for mousesports.
Chris J, as you said, going to be on that AWP, and that's what they've got to worry about. He's wormed his way into the back line. Going to look to try and retreat, but Nico pushing up short in the meantime. Going to be afforded the B-bomb site. No one within the confines of B for Mouse. Bomb plant can come in. Taking the angles very slowly, very methodically, making sure it's all clear. And Chris might have even called it there was no one up in apps. He didn't spot anything out, and as a result, the B-bomb site has gone the way of Faze. You might even see some aggression come out here from someone like Nico. Here's the players rotating in. Steeko's looking completely the wrong way, and Nico's playing this perfectly. Taps him in the back of the head. The backstab does not work from Steeko as it gets denied by Nico, and now Chris J and Rops all that remain, 2v2. Do they even go for this one, Henry?
The money's so poor for them. I had no kits either. I think they know it's over. And even if they went for it, there's 2 Molotovs available for the Ts. They are going to have to fall back. So they get a bit of a lifeline in the fact they upgrade to an AK-47 and an AWP. But Harry, they're going to have second stage loss bonus. They're going to have to force again. The fact they've saved 2 weapons of that caliber as well, an AWP and an AK, you just kind of have to force now. Like, it's going to be 7-2, and they might partial around it, I guess, but I would say you probably just go for the force here, and that's been the headline of this second map, the main storyline. And we'll see Faze recover the situation. Nico, nice play there, very patient. He knows when a player pushes into his crosshair like bench like that, investigating for information, he can always guarantee that no one else is going to be there. That's why he's watching his move and kind of sensing his body language, if you will. Just he's hunting, he has no information here. He knows that, okay, this side of the map is probably completely open. Take him down, plant in the open, the other 2 on the other side of the map. So I would say they probably do force by here. What's the play? They don't, you know, so they're just going to try and go in with the AWP and the AK-47, and it's going to be Nico running through flames there, and of course, he hits the shot. That's quite beautiful, but Oscar knows his low HP. He takes him down in return. Oh my god, he's going wild with that 5-7. He'll get one more, but Olofmeister takes him down quite swiftly, and the bomb site will be theirs, but damage being done with that AWP.
Steeko, Chris J, and Sunny there, the 3 that remain. The bomb plant looking to try and come in. Sunny could try and deny from CT, peeks on out. Doesn't get much done, but in the blink of an eye, we are all onto Olof, who does manage to take one more. They're coming in for this. Sunny jumps up. Olof reads the situation well. 1v1. Chris J, the man left to try and clutch this one out up on top of the box. Olof wraps around. He has to be an utter fanatic to try and win this one out. Unfazed by what's going on. Chris J playing it around the site. Both of them just dancing, but Chris J clutches it with the USP. Defuse can come in, and somehow mousesports around where they only had 2 rifles. They had 2 players with armor. They managed to clutch that out.
I thought Olofmeister had that one for days. I thought Chris J was out of it. The silent USP in hand as well. Olofmeister, I thought he had that one, but apparently not, and somehow mousesports steal the round away with a saved AK, the AWP, and a Chris J clutch. Faze, they're actually feeling the heat a little bit going to round number 11 heads. 7-3 in their favour, but AKs, a Galil, and just a Deagle for Guardian. I'm just going to check the scoreboard very quickly. It's going to be Rain with 6 kills. He's had a very quiet evening. Same with Guardian as well, 5 for him. They've hardly been the star players so far, but still early days in this Faze project with the new boys coming in. And it's going to be Rain now. Like I said, quiet evening for him so far. Jumps into the window, but making a lot of noise while doing it. There's a smoke to protect him, but we'll see whether we can get anything done here. Teammate Olofmeister waits towards the B apartments. But Sunny, like I said, could hear the footsteps coming in from the jump, and will be falling back to the vent. But it's such an easy kill for him. Rain, this is not his evening.
Man advantage up. Oscar holding the potential push into B. He's just going to be waiting patiently. Here's the smoke rain in, and here we go. Oscar, so strong in a position like this. Caught off guard from short, takes the duel and lands the no-scope. Good night, Olofmeister. The trade does come in from Carrigan at least. Nico and Carrigan, they're the 2 that remain. 2 versus 4. And Oscar, well, he's been such a pain in this round. His work is done. It's all on the remaining players for Mouse to try and clutch this out. But look at the aggression from Nico. Gets the first. Make that 2 as he steps up massively as well. And now it's all eyes on Nico. And Stiko, well, he wins that out. 1v2, and Nico just could not make it work. mousesports in with a 4th. They also managed to grab that AWP.
Quite exciting rounds here, I have to say. Oscar stepping up once again. He's been pretty lights out this evening, hitting shots all over the place as the confetti blows all over the bomb site. Here's the replay now of his AWP masterclass here. And like you said, a little, might have been a quick scope, I'm not sure, I didn't quite catch it. It was indeed the no scope. There it is, takes on Olaf Meister as they come in towards the B side. And that should be the money done here for Faze. A chance for mousesports to get back into this one. It should be 7-5 after this, pretty much full eco. No real nades purchased. We have the flashbang for Nico with a deagle as well. Guardian full eco. Haven't really seen him do anything that spectacular with the AWP, Harry, have we? Like, he's got a 1 or 2 picks here or there, but no like crazy clutches, no multiple frag rounds when he's by himself like we used to see when he's in Na'Vi. Sure, he's still new to the team and it's been a vacation. I'm not expecting too much, but it's still been very quiet evening for him, generally speaking. I'll just talk over this. It's quite a simple procedure. I'm not going to get hyped about that. They spray him down, they're full eco, no bomb planted. And it's round number 13. Guardian all comes out once again. He's still on 5 frags, and it's a very AWP-centric map, Mirage.
Yeah, and you know, one that we used to really look at Guardian as being very strong on. He used to be able to just kind of single-handedly turn the tide of battle. At least that's been the historic Guardian, and right now that's not what we're getting. I mean, like you said, you can't think of any of the frags that he's done. You know, you try to recall a great Guardian moment throughout this matchup, and there just isn't one. But you look at someone like Sunny, there's plenty of great moments for him as he's pushed up towards top mid, tries to hold the angle, gets forced back, but he's doing damage. Guardian does pick that up, and that was crucial. Bomb gets dropped, though, in the meantime. Oscar's in full control of it, and Guardian, 9 HP in a dream. We said he had to try and step up, and this would be the perfect time for him to do it. Gonna wrap back round through T-spawn on the long rotate.
Yeah, well, he's definitely gonna have to dream big here, I would say. It's Guardian with 9 HP, holding in T-spawn. This is just a round where he saves, I think. He knows he can't do anything with it. Next round, they have 4 stage lost players, no bomb going down, so they'll get $2,900 on top of his AWP. And if he even saves it, I'll be impressed. They're going to wait until the very last moment to start pushing him. A chance for us to discuss what's happening here for Faze. Haven't seen too much in terms of execution. Well, there it is. He does go down. Haven't seen much of that. They've been doing a lot of defaults here, using spawn-based play to get Nico up into that A round, trying to find the first pick. Some fast stuff towards middle as well, but some clumsy rounds from Faze, especially like frustrating from Rain, potentially just pushing into that window, making a lot of noise, is giving sound cues away. Nothing too special in terms of their general approach, but like we said, it's very early days from their Faze side. Just trying to work themselves out as a team and work out what the roles are going to be, what's going to work, what won't. And it's another eco here, pretty much full eco. And mousesports should be tying things up. As I say that, though, it's Nico once again using that spawn, getting up to the A ramp, and he finds the kill on Sunny, of all players as well. Goes under 2 HP, but the job has been done. He gets the kill.
Carrigan's down here in mid, taking the duel close. Chris J waits in window, and Carrigan just worming his way in the back line. This could be huge. Finds the first. They've turned this round on his head in a huge way. Rops is now the last defender out on the A bomb site, trying desperately to cling on to hopes of the pass, tap it away, finds the first, still has more work left to do, but this man's not shy of labor. Locking it down from CT, trying to step up and be the man that we need them to be, but he will fall short. Instead, it's Stiko from short to try and make a difference, which he has. He goes ahead and turns it into the 1v2. Nico on 2 HP, Carrigan with 61, has the AWP in hand. Nico goes deep in CT. Stiko out through connector, reads the play, but Carrigan lands the shot, and that is Faze to go 8-6.
Lovely stuff there from Faze, managing to bring that round in their favor. It wasn't looking great, but they turn it around, and we go into round number 15 here with the Carrigan. AWP thrown over towards Guardian, 4 AKs available. Round number 15, and the double AWP setup still for there for mousesports. And they had a really rough start into this. If you remember, they won the pistol, then Faze Clan forced ball back in, got 5 rounds in a row. We're looking at a barrel of 7-2. The mousesports have brought it back to 8-6, presumably. Maybe even 7 here as they get the first frag. Chris J does indeed take down Rain, and Oscar chiming in as well. That double AWP setup on his mousesports team is so deadly here, but still back and forth frags, and Olaf Meister makes his way towards the window, but Oscar, he's still finding frags where required. It's going to be the advantage towards mousesports for now.
Guardians over here on ramp. He's going to start to walk away. They hear him rotating off. Oscar gets all the information necessary. They have a great idea of what's going on. And as they hear Olaf just stampeding into B, they know exactly what's up. And it's not Olaf. He goes down. Guardian left in the 1v3.
Again.
Yeah, I mean, this time he really does have to step up. It's the last run of the half. He may as well go for it.
Well, it's a nice thought. Doesn't really work out like that. I have to say, Guardian's been very underwhelming tonight. I mean, the last couple of days, really.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. He seems to be getting a bit of a reputation with just not showing up. And, you know, that ranges
With Faze, and we're very comfortable indeed, going up 7-2, but it all started to go wrong. That double orb setup from mousesports, Chris J and Oscar, the formidable duo, make things happen for mousesports, and they don't win the half, but they bring them back to 8-7. They look like the better team towards the end there.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget as well that original scoreline is very, very inflated. It was kind of given to them wrapped up with a, you know, tied with a bow and everything after that very, very questionable economic decisions early on. For those of you who didn't catch it, it was essentially mousesports went, what, 5 rounds of force buying once they lost that pistol.
They lost the pistol, force buy in the second, and then brought it back to like a 1v1 situation. Then they thought, let's force buy in the third as well. But then against the T-side, it doesn't really make sense. If they were on the T-side doing that to CT, that would make sense. But the T's can force back into it with AKs himself, and then you're just getting yourself in such a rut. And they did look like the better team, but you're right. There was a strong reason for that. But let's get into the second half, shall we? It's going to be the CT side for Faze, and then 4 sets of armor for mousesports, and a very quick approach here. Nico can't believe his luck that is walking through his crosshair. It's a beautiful round, looking for the ace here. What a monstrous performance that was from Nico. They ran into his crosshair, I'll give you that, but still, not many players can hit shots that hard and that fast.
Nico, what a fantastic man. Look at this, the spiciest of gentlemen just waiting patiently. And
it's not like that beautiful because they do kind of not even check sandwich, you know? But still, the fact he gets the 3rd kill and the 4th, like, it's sick. I won't take that away from him, but a little bit too easy there. They're going for a very dry approach and didn't check sandwich, and like, give him an inch, he's going to take a mile every single time.
That is what he's so damn good at for mousesports. Now, not looking to relive those same mistakes out on A. They've instead set everyone into middle. Guardian, Olaf Meister and Nico, that's the trifecta of death that's going to be awaiting them here. Olaf actually starts to peel away, so it's Nico instead to try and step up. Guardian waits in the window, they know his whereabouts as he peeks on out, catches the first. Shots raining down from Sunny, but Guardian looks to try and prevail. Does just remain hidden, isn't too keen. They're going down to a chance Deeg shot as he spams away, takes a second, making it look easy, but then Rops finishes him off. It will be the 2-on-3. Rops and Stiko. They're the 2 men left. Olaf Meister holding the aggression up on short. Oh, okay. Nice shot with the UMP, trying to show that, you know, this gun is still just as viable. Stiko's the last man left with the Deeg, and he's doing damage, but Olaf thankfully delivers us from the pandemonium down in mid to pick that round up for Faze.
10-7. Faze with a solid lead now. They managed to negate the force buy the second round. mousesports full eco should be. But you never know, really. Anything can happen and will happen when we see whether mousesports can do anything with this one. There's one flashbang purchased, and it's going to be Glocks across the board. Nothing really invested into this round. Already one flash over. Hope to get a trade. If they get one kill here, maybe a bomb plant down. That'll be quite successful for them. We'll follow them now as they go towards the A side. Flashbang coming in now. Boom. And in they go.
Yeah, the Glock waterfall comes through. One man does make it into the site. They want to try and deny the bomb plant, but they get it, and that was perfect. Exactly what they set out to do. Nico once again showing off his USP, just ability, as he does prevail over the Glocks. Defuse comes in, still fantastic stuff from mousesports to get that bomb down. That was their one and only goal there, and with what, $200 invested in the one flash, that was well worth it.
It's not bad, is it? It will do. With a bomb planted, you'll take that all day long. It boosts their chances going forward now as we get into round number 4 is the replay of the frags coming through. But you're right, they did do a good job to get a plant there. Just as it was planted, that's all they wanted. They wanted a bomb plant, and you gave it to them. 11-7. Orb comes out. Oh, only on the T side here. It's a little bit of a bonus situation for Guardian and co. Scout out. We'll see if he can get anything done here as he's up against Oscar with the AWP. Guardian low HP now. Has to flash out and try maybe jump across with the bunny hop. He knows he's in so much trouble here as well. They spotted him.
Rain tries going aggressive, meanwhile over a ramp. Rob's going to be quick to shut him down. Oscar's still holding this angle in mid. We lose Guardian, and that's the two-man advantage taken here for Mouse. This round gets kicked up a notch as they come into it swinging. Nico trying to do all he can from connector. Flash rain through, but doesn't accumulate to much. Carrigan, how have you got this far up? Why is Zombie keeping an eye on you? How have you been allowed to get here? Takes the first, looks for more, but then switches out. Oh, he has auto weapon pickup on. Crucial error. Doesn't actually, by the way. Nico and Olof, that's all that's left. 2 on 4. Nico out on A, Olof holding window.
On paper, though, that sounds quite scary.
Yeah, that is very, very true.
So let's see if they can do anything with it.
Chris J spots one over in sharp, starts to sneak in, and Nico finishes him off. So now it's going to force Mouse's hand. They know there's at least one player over on B, and with that information, they just swan over towards the A-bomb site, walking in.
But look who's coming in T-spawn.
The man himself, the lone Swede. Olof trying to forge his path, the reckoning here for this man as he comes in from behind the road. It's a redemption, has been paid. He's looking to try and step up, but Oscar shuts him down. Good night, Sweet Prince. As mousesports pick themselves up an 8th on the T side.
Lovely stuff from Oscar. He's having one hell of a game tonight, looking incredibly sharp. 22 fragged, 13 deaths. Oscar is going to town. I'm a big fan. And we're going to round number 5. Mousesports now finding their first gun on here, but that was a bonus situation. We had a scout, an MP7, a UMP, I believe, as well. This is the first full buy round, as is round number 5. And we'll see whether mousesports can continue this good form here. They managed to keep, what was it, 3 players alive in the previous round, so not a huge chance of a full reset here, but it certainly won't be ideal if Faze win this round, especially when we're coming to the closing sectors now of the game. 11-8, and will bring Faze Clan to 12 and potentially breaking the economy of the Mouse team as well. Oscar, AWP in hand, will be going towards the top and middle, but for now, a very default and slow-paced round.
He's turned his attention towards lower tunnel. There are players in there. They're going to go peeking on out. They spot him. They're going to try to rush him down, but you don't do that against Nico. Not when Guardian's there to help him out. Sunny hits the deck down in mid. As Guardian is the Guardian Angel for Nico. Saves his life, keeps him in this, and that's the man advantage for Faze. Oscar still locking down mid. Rob's waiting for any aggression out through A. They got Chris J posted up in apps to stop Carrigan doing anything crazy like he did a few rounds ago. But now, where do they go? What do they do, Henry?
We'll find out. Back to T-spawn, it seems. That's the play. This will be a full execute from what I can see. All 4 players heading to this side. You can see Oscar lining up some rushly smokes, and we'll see whether they work out. They'll be throwing them in momentarily. There's one towards CT spawn. Guardian. They'll be smoked out. Flashbangs coming in. It's down to Rain to try and mow them down. They don't even check towards Shadow. Bit of an oversight there. They checked Shadow after they went down. So it's going to be a bit of a mess. And Oscar, though, fighting back 3 on 2 as he gets another shot through the box. Now they've got a chance.
Oscar, he's been the difference maker. Bomb plant going to come in from him as well. Carrigan rotating in. Oscar gets spotted. Jumps on top of the box. A bit overzealous, perhaps, as now it all falls on a Stico 1v2. Olof and Carrigan. They're the two players with left. Stiko holds the anchor, finds the first, looks for one into Olaf, and he'll get it. Clutches it out in the 1v2. And while Faze throw that one away, it was looking like they were going to be able to win things out, but they did not anticipate this man stepping up when Mouse needed him to the most.
It seemed like the round was done. It was over. But Oscar starts hitting some tremendous shots here. That one was good, but look at that. Through the box, finds Guardian as well. And then Stiko in the 2v1 clutch. Just when they needed some form and something to go in their favor, it works out. He takes down some of the biggest players on the FaZe clan with that AK-47 and wins the round and breaks their money as well. Just the lifeline mousesports needed here. And we'll go into round number 6. Just pistols available for FaZe. P250s, Deagles, and a CZ for Carrigan. Sunny's reading the situation quite nicely with the MAC-10. Knows he'll be up against unarmored players here, and he'll be trying to find frags and money, for that matter, as we'll see them slowly but surely dissect the mid area. Not really giving away too much information yet, but they will smoke the mid window now, and there it is. Chris J gifted a shot, a chance, but doesn't want to overextend here. He'll just smoke towards the connector, and they'll go towards B with that smoke, I'd imagine. Oscar watches towards connector, and he'll grab the bomb and presumably head up towards short.
There you go, perfect read. They are going to do exactly that. The man within the site is Carrigan. They're going to be sticking more players here as 4 for FaZe reside in the site. It's a shooting gallery for Oscar. He's been performing tremendously tonight, but it's the rest of the team to step up. Chris J mops up 2, and it's all on Rain with the Deeg in hand. 1v5, waiting in CT. Sunny's going to come hunting. He's got the MAC-10. Wants the extra $600. Rain doesn't want to give it to him.
Oscar has spotted someone. That's your teammate. But he's fine. He'll take down Rain eventually. It's going to be Sunny with that MAC-10. Finds himself 2 kills. That's $1,200. And now we're getting one step closer to tying things up. 11-10. mousesports, after that nice clutch from Stiko, have got right back into this one. They're looking like a solid unit here as well. Very nice anti-eco approach. Smoke towards window, smoke out the connector, get up towards shore. 2 players in the apartments, and finding frag by frag. Nothing that Faze could do about it. Now another difficult buy. Only 1 kid available, and Chris J still has the MAC-10, but that's perfect. They haven't got any helmets whatsoever. So they could get chewed apart here by the MAC-10. This will be a BXQ as well. Look at all these smokes being lined up all over the B bomb site. Flashes coming in as well. They're going for a set piece is what we call this. You can see all the yellow lines flying across the map right now. CT's got to hold this one off, but they haven't got the utility to do so. Flashbangs are so good and effective.
Olaf sneaking in. Rain going to start to come through as well. It's Kara going to force the issue. Runs through that first smoke. Finds one. No return in sight. Guardian doing a great job of keeping these boys away. Damage being done. Stiko able to claim 1, but they still have to deal with the man. Down goes Carrigan. Stiko keeping the aggression up. Takes a 3rd as he turns this round into something very different. Olaf finds 1, denies the plant, and he might have made all the difference. Goes in for more, but Rops gets the trade. And now we're into the 1v1. Nico all the way over in window, so isolated from this fight. The one good thing is he snuck up short. And now about to peek into the site. Robs looking the wrong way, caught unaware. Nico clutches it out. Fantastic movement to get him up onto short from window. And that will be Faze to win that round out.
Yeah, it's a difficult jump to make generally, especially in that sort of clutch situation as well. Knowing that jump pretty much decides whether you win the round or not. He gets it, nails it, but what a round that was from Stiko. Those kills, I didn't think he'd be able to manage more than that. Takes out Carrigan there, then the 3rd was something very special indeed. That reaction to actually find 3 kills in total still wasn't enough to win the round, but they do keep the FaZe clan modest. Look at these buys coming through. UMPs again, came down to another 1v1, but mousesports are fully equipped here, trying to shut down their money in return. Win this round is probably a double eco for Faze, and it means they'll take the lead after winning this round. But they have to do that first, and Sunny, he's bringing them 1 step closer towards the window. He's looking for that double frag. He gets it. Chris J chimes in as well. Now it's a 4-on-2. Carrigan and Olofmeister, with it all to play for here, have to step up.
Olofmeister over on short. Okay, lands the quick tap. Carrigan comes in with the UMP, and suddenly this round's been made competitive. Carrigan gonna fall to Chris J. So it is all on Olaf. He's going to go in for the lengthy flank, running all the way around through T-spawn. He's got a lot on his plate. The bomb down. Chris J pushing into CT. And Olaf starting his very sneaky path into the site, but they suspect something. Just going to be holding position. They're fully aware this is where he could come from with this much time taken on the rotate. Man close to his left, it's Stika holding the angle. Oh, he watches him go up the ladder. He has information as to where one of these guys are. Has to give chase, gets caught, but then shoots him in the face. And now it's Chris J. Down in CT, goes in for the peak. Olaf going to stick the defuse. Chris J tapping through the smoke. He does manage to get it, and he'll clutch this one out 1v1. mousesports win out the round and get one step closer to tying this up.
It was quite a chaotic situation there, 4-on-2 after Sonny's heroics towards the window. He found 2 frags, and Chris J with 3 in total clutches it out of Olofmeister 1v1. I said if Faze lose that round, mousesports probably take the lead generally. This has to be a double eco now for Faze. They've gone with pistols here, but only $1,900 next round. Unless they win this somehow with some sort of masterclass of the pistols, it's going to be mousesports at 13 rounds and Faze at 12. You can see mousesports are aware of that. It's going into some SMGs once again, and it's going to be Oscar to find the first frag. Takes down Rain, 5-on-4. Job done for now, at least. You don't have to overcommit. You've got that man advantage. You have utility to work with here. Wait for reactions coming from the CTs. Deploy your utility and stay as a tight unit. Use that buddy system. They smoked out the window once again. Now push closer. Try and get towards the connector. Then deploy the same smoke. Maybe go for that B split. You have presence towards the apartments as well. They should be absolutely fine here. Smoke coming in momentarily. Oscar spots one towards the window. You can see that same smoke deployed towards the connector. Molotov this time to push the CD player back at the window. They do go towards short. The B split comes in once again. A very effective strategy to use against these pistols.
Carrigan's hiding though. Waiting in the back of the site. Damage being done. Olaf is the one to try and get things done. He's able to take 2, which is a little bit more than I think they initially anticipated. And Nico coming in on this lengthy flank all the way down through short. We saw him win out a 1v1 from this position, although that time around he had the rifle. This time he's only got a Deeg. Nothing to work with. He's stampeding on up. They have a great idea as to where he is. Rops takes the peak, finds the frag, and that is mousesports 12-12.
And like I said, money will be in the proverbial bin. Faze can't really do much of this. We'll have a look. Yes, you're absolutely right. The frag total for Oscar is something to behold. Oscar with 28 kills, 16 deaths. He's been instrumental in this comeback from mousesports. He's looked phenomenal with the AWP, not missing many shots whatsoever. Multiple kills in key situations as well. When they've had the man disadvantage, he's hit absolutely everything. As we said, Faze will be on the eco this time. Desert Eagles, PT50s. No armor, apart from Olofmeister, but Sonny, he's horny for frags. As he jumps in the bomb site, well, he'll be shut down and sent to bed because Olofmeister has found him. And it's going to be 2 frags. This is a little bit sloppy now.
Yeah, I mean, losing one, fair enough, but then they go back and then they also lose a second. Now things get called into question a bit here for Mouse. They're going to start their path in towards A. Nico falls on the peak up into apps. Rain gonna be holding this. He's fully flashed. That allows Rops to go and get a second. So he pulls us back into equal territory. Tries to end the madness that is this round. Guardian. Things get a bit hot and heavy. He's being chipped away. It's not looking good. He doesn't see the light of day. Goodbye, Guardian. And now Stiko and Rops, all that remain. Bomb dropped. Isn't going to be down just yet. Plant has to come in. Olaf and Carrigan could potentially deny this. All it takes is a few shots in through that smoke, but they play it safe. Oh. Stiko's been spotted. Olaf switches out to the Deeg. It just takes 1 shot.
With no kids here, no armor, I don't think they can win the round, but they can certainly make it expensive for mousesports. Good flash from Robs, buys them a bit more time, and there's the kill that wins the round there. It's going to be Sticko taking down Carrigan. Olofmeister, here's the option to save a Mac 10, but he doesn't want to do that. And it's going to be, like I said, mousesports taking the lead now, 13-12. This is a 7-2 start for Faze, and always gifted 5 rounds or so from the horrible decisions made by mousesports in the early sector of the game. To be fair, Faze to give them the same favor on cash. Been a very interesting decision for money management in general, but excuse me, double orb set up now. Guardian and Olofmeister. It seems to be mixing that up between Nico and Olaf. It's nice to have options, but consistency is key these days. Oscar with the first kill. He outduels Guardian once again, making him look very average here on Mirage, I have to say.
Yeah, things just haven't been going Guardian's way.
13 kills, 23 deaths. These are not Guardian numbers, are they? Especially on Mirage.
I mean, yeah, especially on Mirage. But, you know, Cash you can understand, but luckily enough, he's got Nico and Rain to try and pick up the slack for him, not with Stiko doing that. Down goes Nico, Carrigan and Olofmeister, 2 AWPs, that's all that remains, and that is less than ideal in a retake scenario, so they have to do all they can to stop this bomb going down. mousesports, full control of the site. Mouse rotating Oscar in. Olaf holding from connector, the peak comes in, they miss the shot. Karrigan then falls. Olof left in the 1v3. Should be impossible for him to get back into this round, but Olof is the man who has done the impossible so many times. Let's see if he can find a foot in the door. There it is. He drops the first. Oscar goes down. Continues this push into the site. Bomb timer ticking away. Doesn't have the kit to play with, so he has to be fast here. And he knows it. Gets caught rotating back through CT. Thinking he was just going to look to try and save there. And Rops picks him up as a result. mousesports are going to go 14 to 12. 2 rounds their advantage. And Faze, I mean, they're falling off massively here in their second half.
Yeah, what's the play here? Do you just give in and allow mousesports to go to match point? Do you force into it? It looks like they'll be going with a sliver of hope here. They go for the partial buy. In terms of loss bonus, they'll have maximum next round. To get the money about the 2K mark on the CT side, you can have a decent buy here, but that'll mean 3 rounds in a row. Don't get me wrong, they can still win this round. It's unlikely, but they have got Deagle, CZs, and at this sort of point in the game, that's when the cracks start to show. Especially with the team that's on the precipice of winning the round as well. So it takes 1 kill, a flash over, and we have got, there it is, Robs goes down. And they're always going to be those sort of plays. They're a bit desperate now, Faze, and they managed to upgrade to a rifle now. That's a bit dangerous. They'll funnel the T's towards a B bomb site. And that's exactly what the CT's want right now, but a good Molotov. Forces one out position, but still a frag goes down. This is getting very sketchy now, and another kill comes in. They're not done just yet. Faze fighting back as Karrigan picks up the AWP. It's a 4-on-2 in their favor. Make it a 2-on-2. Sunny with that Mac 10. He delivers every single time with that weapon.
Stiko and Sunny, all that remain, and Sunny's been the one to turn this back in their favor. This Mac 10 has been worth its weight in gold. Nico leaves it all onto Sunny, and he picks it up at the end. 2 frags his way. They keep Faze in this. Live to fight another day. Look at this fantastic stuff from Nico. Makes it look easy.
Yeah, it's so sick from Nico. This is control and his tap potential, just the aim and the way he plays the game. It's just beautiful to watch. Like, such a well-rounded CS player. But 14-13, I did say, those are the sort of rounds that seem to slip by the wayside for a lot of CS teams. Just when you think you've done it, you've done enough. One player gets picked off, you get funneled into a site, into awkward situations, and it all falls apart. And we still could be here for a few more rounds. Yeah, mousesports, that was as good a chance of any to close this one out. But for now, they have to work a little bit harder. Money's starting to be whistled down for them as well. You can see Robs, he's down to just a Galil. Faze Clan win this one. mousesports have nothing. This is the most important round of the game so far. Faze looking to find match point themselves. This round would do it pretty much. And we'll see what mousesports bring to the table here. A default for now, not giving much away. Sunny holding the underpass. Oscar towards top of middle. Robs, he's at the A ramp, moving towards Palace.
Right now, they are just taking it very slowly, not wanting to fall prey to any early aggression as they did last time. Holding their default, waiting to see if anything comes out from Faze, and Faze equally so. Don't want to risk losing that early man advantage. Push down through mid. Guardian up on top of Ticket. Doesn't spot anything. The smoke goes down. They're going to start to funnel up Connector. Perhaps try to push through. Smoking off jungle. They're ready for all this. Rops over in Palace to try and pincer in. Guardian has to step up. It's Nico instead who does that in through the smoke. Guardian gets one of his own as well. Oscar's all that remains in a 1v4.
Save the orb, Oscar. You got to get out of there. You have no money next round. He needs to save this orb. If he doesn't, he's done. The team could be, oh, this would be such a gutting way to lose it as well. Against an Eco, they've got like 2K per player, Harry. Do you force into this one? Do you have to just do it? I think you don't. I think you take the full eco here. You allow Faze to get to match point. But that's another sick round by Nico, just when they need him as well. How precise is he with that M4? Great positioning as well. Like I said, they have to just take a full eco here. You can't go in with 2K. That's what's throwing the game there and then. But still have a chance there.
Yeah, they'll be playing for that magic OT. Guardian watching mid. Nico, the man that has been causing them so many problems, currently up on the stairs. Rain waiting in CT, and mousesports stacked up outside of A. They're about to walk into the maws of 2 of the most deadly players on this Faze roster. The second that smoke starts to dissipate, they will come pouring through, and they're going to have to land their shots. It will have to be flawless. Smoke has faded. And now the push comes in. Charging into the site. Rain and Nico have the crossfire set up. Rain tapping away. Damage being done, but it's not enough as it's all Chris J. 1v4. Deeg in hand. Bomb dropped in the middle of the A-bomb site, and he's out in the open. Hung out to dry. Olaf Meister takes him out. And that is Faze 15-14. They've clawed this one back from the precipice of defeat. And now they're at match point.
What an exciting match this has been. This second map has certainly delivered, and it's just a little snippet as to what's to come with this kind of rivalry. DreamHack Malmö announced their group stages today, and these guys are in the same group together in Group C. So that's going to be quite an interesting prospect going forward. I can't really wait to see that and how this develops. This international squad mentality both of these teams have right now is going to be quite an exciting matchup, I think. Both teams looking quite cool today. 15-14 though. One round will do it for Faze to split the series, and mousesports looking for overtime to potentially go to 2-0 here. Carrigan back on the up. Like I said, they are mixing things up, but Carrigan rolling back the years there with the AWP, managing to get the first shot. Can he get a second? Of course he can. This is a bit of a mess from mousesports. Where's the tactical approach? They've been so good at this, but Carrigan, he misses maybe the most important shot, but Nico's there to bail him out. It's going to be a 4-on-2 now, but still, we have got some powerful players alive, but now it's just down to Robs trying to hit the shots, but it's not enough. And there it is, out of nowhere. It took a pistol round forced by, but Faze have done it. CZs, P250s, and a flashbang over to the A site gives them the round they need to get back into the game. And it seemed like they'd given it away, but they steal it from mousesports in the very last second.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal stuff, Faze. They win that out against